Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Becky and today is an exciting day because my Scrawlrbox has turned up. There's been a bit of an ongoing issue with Scrawlrboxes arriving later than expected. They've given all kinds of reasons for this, from the global pandemic to Brexit, all of which I'm sure are perfectly reasonable and truthful reasons. This month, apparently the box that we were supposed to get is still bobbing around in the North Sea somewhere and can't be imported. So this one is slightly delayed and contains different materials that they've put together at the last minute so that we would have a box this month. So I'm quite excited to see what's in here and what we can do with it. So let's just open it up. So this is the usual thing, get a little tissue paper parcel full of materials and the Scrawler zine, which will tell us all about the materials inside the box and what we can do with them. We also have this little card which shows us an example of the featured artist's work. This looks a bit like Jeremy Corbyn as a bee, so that's kind of funny. And a bit on the back about the artist himself. So this month that is Shane for Harben. So apparently an American artist. And then we have our drawing surface. So this month it is an A5 pad of drawing paper. So I wonder if we're going to get some kind of markers or something like that. Anyway, this is the bit that we're all excited for. So let's just open this up and have a look. Each month you get a sticker, and that's here, and you get some confectionery, a sweetie item. This month, sour apple is one of my favourites, so we get a sour refreshers bar. You get a little card to tell us about the Scrawler challenge. Each month you are set a challenge of something to do with your supplies, even, not surprise, although I guess it is a surprise. This month it is leading lines, and then we have the main contents of the box. So we have three colours of Faber-Castell brush pens by the looks of things. What does it say about these? It says Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Brush Pen. Faber-Castell has brought together all of the advantages of drawing in Indian ink in a modern and uncomplicated pen, the Pitt Artist Brush. The high-quality brush point works both straight and bent without breaking, while the light colours are transparent and thus well-suited to varnishing techniques. The dark colours have good covering qualities. Pitt Artist pens have unsurpassed light fastness, and the individual colours are marked with an asterisk-based code. The RRP of these is apparently $2.99 each, and we have these in a green, a red and a blue shade. Next up we have a Uni Pin brush pen, that's here. This has an RRP of $2.49. It is a premium quality brush pen which uses a fade-proof and water-resistant pigment ink. It has a firm brush tip that will adapt to your pressure, angle and speed during use. This firmness gives you excellent control and enables expressive brush pen painting techniques, perfect light strokes, accents and controlled shading. Next up we have a Uniball pen. It's not focusing on that for some reason. This is a Signo Gel Stick UM170 pen. It's excellent for any artist needing an instrument for smooth and easy line work. It's fitted with a 0.7mm stainless steel nib, great for those finer details, and includes a unique twin ball mechanism that prevents any unwanted ink leakages. It features a specially shaped comfort grip, making it a great drawing tool for everyday use. There we go. Then we have just a standard graphic 2B pencil by Derwent. Says, good pencil drawing, highly dependent on the quality of your pencil. The Derwent graphic pencil contains the finest graphite, which creates smooth and effortless lines, features an attractive glossy black barrel with an innovative orange angled stripe, and is a popular choice among all creators, widely used by designers, artists and illustrators worldwide. It apparently has an RRP of £1.55. And then finally we have another line drawing pen. It's the Unipin 1.0 line drawing pen. Ideal for all types of art and design, including sketching, line art and technical drawing. It contains a waterproof and fade-proof pigment ink and a metal surround that protects the nib, making this pen exceptionally durable. The perfect fine liner for all your line making needs. The RRP for this is £2.49. I suppose I should mention a little bit about the paper, given that I have read out the blurb for all the other items. This is a Scrawler custom sketch pad. It contains 12 quality sheets of uncoated drawing paper, so there's plenty for all of your testing, sketches and final artworks. This lightly textured and absorbent paper pairs perfectly with graphite pencils and ink-based pens, which is just as well, given that that's what we've got, making it a fine surface for all of your creative designs. The RRP for this is £2.99, but obviously they've made that up because it's made for them. So let's get swatching. First up, we have the Faber-Castell brush pens. This is what the nib looks like, and this is what they look like to draw. It seems quite easy to build up the colour by just going over the top of where you've already drawn, so that's quite good. That's the blue one. That's the sky blue 146 shade. Next up, we're going to try the green, which is a May green 170. Same kind of nib, obviously. But a nice fresh spring green looking colour. Again, you can build up the colour quite well. I wonder if you can draw it over. They seem to blend quite well with each other as well. So that is good. And then our final one of these pens is obviously the red. This is the Scarlet Red 118. And this is what this looks like. Again, seems to blend quite well with the other pens. Nice. Next up, we will try the Unipin pen. This is what the nib looks like on that. It's a firmer brush, but equally nice to use. And again, it builds nicely. Does it blend with the colours? It seems that not quite as smooth, maybe blending with the Faber-Castells as they do with each other, but not bad. This is the nib of the gel stick pen. Kind of just your standard gel pen. I'm just writing gel pen because it's in my brain. Quite nice to use, quite nice and fine. Shows up well over the brush pens. The other line drawing pen here, the Unipin pen. Oh yeah, this is another nice and slightly thicker and darker line, obviously because it's ink rather than gel. Again, works well over the brush pens. Again, quite nice to use, quite smooth flowing. And then this is obviously a pencil, and it works as you would expect a pencil to. So it says about the Scrawlrbox for March that this month's box is all about the beauty of the hand-drawn line. Thick or thin, dark or light, each line has its place in building your next artwork. Try experimenting with line variation and how the line weight and variation can affect your artwork. What does the line type add to your work? Do thinner lines create a softer feel, and do thick, bold lines create more drama? Try this out and see how using different line styles can alter your creations. And this again is the example artwork that we've been given by the featured artist. So I'm going to have a think about what I can do with these materials, give something a draw, and then come back. And this is what I made with the materials provided to us. As ever, the fun thing about Scrawlrbox is seeing what you can do with a relatively limited colour palette. I probably wouldn't work exclusively with these colours left to my own devices, but I did enjoy doing it. The colour palette, when I first saw it, suggested to me a robot, so that's why I drew this. That's nothing particularly surprising. At pretty much any given moment, I'm thinking about either robots or cats or robot cats, so it was always going to be my first choice. Sometimes it's fun just to experiment with making marks on paper, and I kind of feel like that is something that this month's box encouraged us to do. The paper is untreated, and normally when I'm working with brush pens I will use a treated paper, something a little bit shinier, so that the ink remains in play for a little bit longer. I found it difficult to start with to work with the fact that the brush pens would leave marks like this where you could see the lines over each other, but I guess again that fits in with this month's brief of kind of like acknowledging the lines, the leading lines and things like that. Comments I would make about the materials that we've been given this month are, first of all, the paper, despite the fact that it's not shiny, is very good. You can't see anything on the other side of the paper really where I've been working, even though in some cases I did press quite hard and put quite a lot of ink on it, so that's good. I enjoy the materials we were given. I've worked with Faber-Castell brush pens before and they're some of my favourites. I really enjoy using them, so always happy to have some of those in a kit. The gel pen I wasn't quite so keen on. I found it a little bit scratchy and also quite smudgy. The reason we have the little cat down here is that I managed to smudge the lines and it looked dreadful, so I just drew a cat over the top. As I said, always thinking about robots or cats. All in all, I think not my favourite ever Scrawlrbox, but still very nice materials that I'm happy to have and will play with again. I found the artist interesting. I like his style. I'll probably check him out a little bit more on the internet and see what else he's produced. Enjoyed reading the little Scrawlzine. So yeah, I have enjoyed this box. Not my favourite, but still very enjoyable. Looking forward to seeing what turns up next month and whether it's the stuff that is currently bobbing around at sea. In case you don't know what Scrawlrbox is, it is a monthly art supply subscription box. It's £15 per month, and if you're thinking of starting for the first time, then I'll put a code below where you can get £3 off your first month's subscription. If you subscribe nowish, you'll probably still get this box. Obviously, if you leave it a little while, then you'll get the April box, which as yet is still a mystery to us. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know below if you have enjoyed what's in the box, enjoyed what I've done with it. Give me a like and a subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing. Thank you very much for watching.